that any law student, even yung mga kababayan natin na nakikinig na ngayon na ang dami ng alam sa procedure, will tell you na hindi acceptable yon. And with all due respect, katulad din nung kahapon na humingi ako ng payo sa inyo, again, I will not name names, we had a discussion in caucus na you cannot unsee what you see. You cannot unhear what you hear. So pinalabas yun. Wala akong problema na palabasin yun, pero do your job and present the proper witness and the proper documentation to do that. Do your job. I'm addressing this, Mr. Presiding Officer, to us as a body. Kasi hindi tama yun. Magdidesisyon tayo, you warn us, pero pinabayaan natin na makita yun. Minamarkahan pa, submarkings. What's the purpose of all that?
May I respond, Your Honor?
Not really.
I don't believe
because
there
I
was a
already
question.
answered. I already asked you the questions, and you had a chance to respond. Yes.
There was no question posed, or I was
There's none, yes.
telling the lead prosecutor.
I move to my next point, Mr. Presiding Officer. Our jurisprudence is very clear, no? A witness must be competent and credible. Di ko nababasahin lahat yung jurisprudence natin dyan dahil kompleto na yung record natin dyan. But there is also a also included in our rules, Rule 132 on the rules of evidence, and I'll read it. A witness may be impeached by the party against whom he or she was called by contradictory evidence, by evidence that his or her general reputation for truth, honesty, or integrity is bad, or by evidence that he or she has made at other times statements inconsistent with his or her present testimony. So this is the rules, no? Siguro we can, well, I'm reading the rules, so we can take notice of this, that this is what our rules say, and I don't think anyone will contradict that. Again, there are lots of cases supporting this. So, just want to point out, Mr. President, that, just looking for my notes. Sorry, with the indulgences of the body, I'm just looking for my notes because I want to be accurate in my the next statement that I'm going to read into the record.
If the lady cannot locate it, she may avail of her time again tomorrow, since Director Matibag and the counsel for the parties will be
Pwede
here
naman,
tomorrow.
but if you give me a few more seconds, I might be able to dispose of this issue, Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer. Okay, I won't delay I can paraphrase it, but I think it would be best if I look at the records, so I will just avail.
The presiding officer will give the
witness will be
lady
here.
first crack at interventions by a senator judge tomorrow after the cross-examination of the counsel for respondent tomorrow. Since Director Matibag will be here again tomorrow for the continuation of the cross-examination by counsel for respondent, the interjections and interventions of the other senator judges may proceed. Again, after the cross-examination, redirect and recross if any. So the senator judges have time until tomorrow. Unless there are other matters that the counsel for the parties would want to discuss, the court will wind down with some administrative matters. Yes, counsel for respondent.
Your Honor, aside from the Las Cañas document, we would also like to request a copy of the AO number 11, just for reference, Your Honor, to be used as AO number 11.
The counsel, the prosecutor is directed to furnish within
We can do
the
that
day.
after the proceedings, sir.
Within the day after the proceedings, a copy of AO number 11, signed by Director Matibag, dated, if I'm not mistaken, April 16, 2026. Any other points you want to raise, lead prosecutor?
Your Honor, it appears that there is standing subpoena for
I will rule on that in a bit.
for
I will
Ms.
rule on that in a
Marivic
bit.
Pareja.
I will rule against who?
Ms. Marivic Pareja of Legislative Archive. We manifested yesterday, Your Honor, that we have yet to determine when we will be presenting this witness.
Yes, we
So
will act on these at the proper time. This will be part of the chair's ruling before we adjourn.
May I inquire, Your Honor, if tomorrow we will be able to conclude the testimony of witness Director Matibag, whether or not we will be proceeding to present the first witness for confidential fund, Your Honor.
The court will address that in a bit before we adjourn, counsel. Any other points, counsel, for the respondent?
No more, Your Honor.
Court will now dispose of some administrative matters. We are in receipt of a request for subpoena ad testificandum addressed to Ms. Marivic Pareja, as well as subpoena ad testificandum addressed to Mr. Roderick C. Wamil and Ms. Eileen May Del Ocampo, both from the Commission on Audit. The chair, the presiding officer, defers action on these requests for subpoena and will act on them at the proper time and in due time. In regard to the subpoena ad testificandum and ducestecum issued to Ms. Violeta Constantino and Ms. Nenita Camposano, the chair in the meantime recalls the subpoenas issued to them without prejudice to reissuing the subpoena at a later time for a later date. Para po sa kaalaman, ang dalawang sinabpina ng Senadong ito bilang impeachment court na si Ginang o Binibining Violeta Constantino, Ginang o Binibining Nenita Camposano, hindi niyo po kailangan magpunta dito sa hukuman bukas. Binabawi pong pansamantala ng hukumang ito ang subpoenang in-issue para sa inyo at mag-i-issue na lamang po kami ng panibagong subpoena kung kailan po kayo kinakailangan magpunta o magtungo dito sa impeachment court sa Senado. What is the pleasure of Senator Judge Zubiri?
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. Just want to ask a question. You are withdrawing the subpoena because you feel that we might not take them up tomorrow, is that
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
correct? Haba pa ba to kay witness Matibag? You mean we cannot take it up tomorrow?
I would think so. That was pursuant to a discussion with both counsel for the parties earlier.
So
Senator
we're
Judge
looking
Zubiri.
at taking up that article on Monday.
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Also, in regard to the trial, the senator judges
SONA,
agreed.
Tuesday pala po.
I'm sorry.
Tuesday, sorry. Monday is the SONA. So Tuesday.
I will discuss that too, Senator Judge Zubiri. During caucus, the senator judges agreed for next week there will be no trial on Monday, given that it's the State of the Nation of the President. There will be no trial on Tuesday to afford the minority the opportunity to prepare and deliver their contra sona, which is a tradition in relation to the State of the Nation address by the President. So our next trial date, for your information, which we will clarify on Wednesday, tomorrow, will be on July 29. Now, on July 29, again, as agreed in caucus by the senators and the senator judges, the new time of the trial will be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And the session of the Senate will be on or at 4 p.m. So, to repeat, no trial on July 27, Monday. No trial on July 28, that's a Tuesday. On Wednesday, our trial will resume July 29 at 10 a.m. up to 3 p.m. with a break short break for lunch, snacks, or the call of nature for anyone. Henceforth, after that week in August, we will be conducting the trial from Monday to Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Counsel for the parties are asked to take note. So, to avoid confusion, Director Matibag, we expect you to come back and be here again tomorrow, not at 10 but at 2 p.m. To
Yes, Your
continue with your testimony